to this point in Ankalaev's UFC career, he averages less than 1 takedown per 15 minutes of fighting at a 31% accuracy. So it's not like he's a guy who's taking you down 11 times a fight, all that type of stuff, even when he does grapple.
No, he's not. He's not a high volume grappler. I mean, he's primarily in there striking with guys. Yeah. And I think that's okay. I think I was talking to Brady about it actually today in the gym. I was asking the guys, I was like, what do you guys think about this fight since it's coming up this weekend? And Sean's like, I think he's an idiot if he doesn't at least try and bring grappling into it. I do think that he's more than capable of handling himself on the feet. And I think that's important as well. I think in order to make the wrestling effective for him, he's got to engage with Pereira. He's got to get him thinking that we're going to strike. And it's in those moments and being calculated on when he uses those shots to mix it up. I think that he just needs to have the threat of the takedown there, even if they're not always successful, even if he doesn't really even want it. I do think that he has to at least put it into the mind of Pereira and let him know that I am capable of doing this. Maybe you get a takedown early and let him get up, whatever you got to do. But I do think it would be really silly to not approach it. Now, if he goes out and knocks him out, we all look silly, right? I mean, of course that's possible. But I do think that the game plan will be to mix in shots. I mean, I do.
What zone like is best for him to do his grappling from? Is it up against the clinch, in the clinch, up against the fence? Is it shooting, takedowns from a double leg? Is it diving for the ankle for an ankle pick from far away? Like, what do you think the best path for grappling is?
I think using his boxing and stuff to get in tight and kind of get a hold of him and wear on him a little bit on the fence, and then just threaten the takedowns. And even from out at the distance, I know Pereira switches, but it's going to be pretty much southpaw and orthodox, right? So if Pereira is in his orthodox stance, I think just attacking that single leg every now and then and just scooping it up. And even if it doesn't go to the ground, now all you've got to do is feint him and see what his reactions are going to be, right? That's what is so important with wrestling and MMA is it's not necessarily about shooting out from distance, but just getting reactions from your guy when they think a takedown is coming. Where does his hands go? Does he look for the knee? What's his counter? What's in his mind when I just look at his legs? So I think just occasionally going for the leg, trying to get a hold of it and just pushing him and getting in his face a little bit and not allowing him to just set in that, you know what I mean? When he starts to get into that relaxed zone that he gets into, F that. That's when he's scary. And the calf kick's one of his most dangerous weapons for Pereira, but southpaw orthodox, it's curious. Is he going to switch stances to try to go for that? Does that open up more opportunities for him to try to take him down, considering that usually with takedown defense, like for me, if I was southpaw and you try to take me down, you're going to get it immediately. When I was in orthodox, I was so used to where my hips needed to go to defend shots. So there's a lot of little variables. That's why I'm so intrigued by this fight. I'm really curious to see what the game plans and the strategies from both guys are going to be.